All right, it's time for some news. The first news item we are going to talk about is Marko Hietala leaves Nightwish. Did you hear about this, Vito?
Yeah, because you sent it to me.
That's right. for me personally, this was heartbreaking when I heard the news about this. This just dropped that he's left the band. For me, he was such a big part of this iteration of Nightwish that to hear that he left was so sad. My favorite Nightwish song actually doesn't involve any of the female vocalists. It was While Your Lips Are Still Red. Do you know that track, Vito?
I think I've heard it for sure.
Yeah, it's not even really a metal song. It's more sweet, but I just love that song. I got to hear him sing it live. He wrote the lyrics for that song, and I actually teared. I had a man tear, or two from listening to that song because it was so beautiful to hear him sing the song live. And like I said, I think he's a big part of the songwriting. Him and Tuomas Holpanien was the keyboardist, which is kind of the guy who started Nightwish. The reason he's leaving is he cites chronic depression for his surprise decision to quit the band. That sucks, man. Like, it really blows. The article I'm referring to, by the way, is Metal Hammer or loudersound.com, so you can go check that out. He had an impassionate social media post saying, "Dear people, I'm leaving Nightwish and my public life." So he had enough. He had enough of the public life. He announced he's become disillusioned with the music industry. For quite a few years now, I haven't been able to feel validated by this life. We have streaming company big guns demanding 9 to 5 work from artists of inspiration while unfairly sharing the profits. Even amongst the artists, we are the banana republic of the music industry. Biggest tour promoters squeeze percentages even from our merchandise while paying dividends to the Middle East. Apparently, some theocracies can take the money from the music that would get you beheaded or jailed there without appearing as hypocrites. Just a couple of examples here. The past year forced me to stay home and think. Now, that's something... I mean, I think that's something other that the dumpster fire over here is... I mean, that's something true. I mean, like, we've all had a lot of time to sit home and think. I've heard like divorces, stuff like that going on, right? Because people have more time to spend with started lives with, and maybe it didn't work out so well. It's not working out so well.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Luckily for me, I actually got closer with my partner. So luckily it was the opposite that happened for me. But of course, like you're gonna stop and you're gonna take assessment of what's around you when you have time just to sit around and think about what's going on.
You're about to read it. I like what he's doing it.
Right. This past year forced me to stay home and think, and I found myself very disillusioned about these and a lot of things. I found out that I'm in need of that validation. For me to write, sing, and play, I need to find some new reasons and inspirations. See, even in my book that I'm a chronic depressive, it's dangerous for me and the people around me if I continue. Some of the thoughts a while back were dark. Don't worry, I'm fine. I have 2 sons, a wife, the rest of the family, friends, a dog, lots of love, and I don't think that I'll be gone for good. There is a positive. I think every single one of these stories, Vito, our mission for tonight, everything we talk about, no matter what, has to have some kind of positive spin.
In the article I read, I don't know if it mentions it in this one, but he's literally not taking calls for the next year. He's like, no, nice. I'm done. That's it. So I'm curious to see, after a year of like, I'm not going to say isolation, but a year of no outside distractions.
Right.
What
he comes up with. Yeah. So folks who I have the chat up here, I haven't seen any chat messages yet, but I want to hear what you think about this article. If you're a Nightwish fan, what do you think of Marko leaving the band? Like I said, one of my favorite tracks is just him doing this more somber, non-metal songs. And he was the co-writer of that track. So, and he's an multi-instrumentalist. He's very talented. So, if he wants to stay out of the public life, great. If you're sick of touring, if you're sick of all that shit, you know, if it's just you enjoyed it when you were younger, but now it's just you're disillusioned with it, you're not enjoying it anymore, it's not fun anymore. and you can live and you're not broke, you can live your life. Go for it. Like, do what's good for you. And he said he'll be back. So we may not get a tour, we may not get music videos, may not get interviews, but we might get music, and we might get some really good music. And that's the positive spin of this, is he's going to do something when he feels like it, but because he loves it, not because he's assigned, not because of a record label, not because of some deadline he needs to meet to release an album. Yeah, big news, leaving Nightwish, but yeah, I'm excited to hear what is coming up next. If you have any opinions on Marko leaving Nightwish, I want to hear it. We will move. If you have anything else to add, Vito, because you looked into this too, let me know. Vito?
Am I the news?
Yeah, I'm asking you a question. Did you? Oh, you should. Did you smoke up before the show, my friend?
I was like looking at a cookie. That's why I zoned out.
It's you and I, buddy. You have to be in the zone.
I think there's gonna be some cool music after this, especially with no outside distractions.
Right.
So it's gonna be nice. I think we'll see him again one day.
I think so too.